Hi everyone, welcome to my next episode of Shipwrecked. So we have a cooling amulet, which is good, because otherwise we're going to have a nightmare here in summer. And I want to make sure that I don't have stuff that I don't need on me. Boat repair kit, machete. I'm not going to need this. I probably won't need the flint. I do have this ready. What do I need for... You really wanna you gotta make these before they spoil. So I need gold for this. And I don't have any gold, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna hop over here and grab gold real quick. It's very important that we do this before it spoils, and then in the future we'll just be able to make these when we see a swordfish. So I'm gonna kinda carry some gold over and have that with me. Cutlass Supremes are basically the best weapon in the game because they do as much damage as a dark sword, but they don't drain any sanity. And they're very, very renewable. Dark swords are renewable as well. It's a lot harder to renew the dark sword because you need like... actually, no, I think it's living logs. And living logs can be kind of a nightmare to get. So we won't need this handbat anymore. So we're going to let that spoil. So we'll put it in here and it'll spoil. And I don't know what day it is in this mode. We do have... football helm, which is good. Boat repair kit, which is good. I don't need the Tamo. And a fishing rod we will need. And, yep. So that's good. So we really want to, do I have blue gems here? It's hard to know where everything is. I guess they would be on the ground if anywhere. And do I have... I don't have anything for meat. Okay, I can cook stuff there. Tropical paradise sounds wonderful. So this is the best time to get the coffee plants, and I really want to go overcharge myself, honestly, but it's not a great idea because I want to be doing this now. I absolutely have to find the volcano before summer's over because it's going to be really, really helpful. I don't have a hammer, but honestly, we wanted a second chest, but there's not much we can do about that. And we're down here. And it would be great to be going like faster and have the light all sorted out, but we can't now because I spent so long looking for overcharge, and I just couldn't find it down in that cave in that last episode, which really is a shame. There's not much you can do about that. It's a really weird shaped cave, I guess, and there's just no way I could get it. Doesn't look hot, but it is, so we need to be careful. So we'll do a little investigation. We'll see where we think it might be. It's usually in this deep water, like this. So could be here. We don't know. I'm going to try and like split this through. So I'm going to go through the middle. And I need to repair this. I'm going to need to continue to repair it. And I need this sail. So I need boards. I do have flint on me, yes. No, I don't. For the boat repair kit, I need those ropes. Okay, so I can do the ropes. I can actually get the stingers pretty easily. What I'll just need is boards, which means I'll need to make an axe. I probably had one, but I'm already off. I'm going to have to eventually boat repair, but what I'm going to do is kind of nomad this right now, because that's going to be the most efficient way to do it. I don't want to be wasting going back and picking up stuff and preparing when I can actually just go explore. And that'll result in me getting all the stuff I need to get. Like some gold. And I might have explained this before, but you definitely want to pick these up before you do your last dig, because it can explode, and that can jettison stuff everywhere. Which is not ideal. And I can make another machete with the stuff I have on me, so I don't want one. This gold's going to be helpful. I don't want rocks. It's just inventory space. I'm absolutely gonna... That's what I was talking about. If I was near the water and I did that and I didn't pick up the rocks beforehand, it would have jettisoned all those and they would be in the ocean. And they'd just go kerplink and they're gone. Nope. Just went out. Alright, go through there. It's difficult to find the volcano. It's difficult to just be like, well, let's find the volcano. Unless you... The only thing that can really help you with that is speed, because you can get things that help you explore, like the tiger's eye thing. You can make like a telescope thing, but it's really not... I don't want to do this with the waves. So let's drag him somewhere without waves. And this is a pretty dangerous interaction sometimes, because he does a lot of damage, and I have no speed bonus except for the sail, but that's good enough actually. As long as you maintain your speed and you kind of go back. And every time we get one of these guys, we're pretty much going to just convert them to a Cutlass Supreme. We'd normally want to like take note of where they were, but it's not a big deal right now. And I'm going to stay in this shallow area because I'm going to be dropping my backpack pretty soon. And I don't want to have to swim back to go get it. Alright, so we're going to go through this main area, but we got to cool. And which means we have to drop our backpack. We do like 5% of this to make sure we're like fully cool. Like when the bars go away, you're not fully cool. There we go. So we take some sanity loss because this is wet, but it'll dry off pretty soon because we're not wet. Which is good. We're really looking for like, you don't have to like for the volcano, because your screen will start to zoom out long before you touch it. And that's a reason why you can just like kind of cut through here and we can almost basically say like, yeah, the volcano's not here, because we'd see the screen zoom in. I think there's a swordfish, but I have 2 cutlasses on me right now, so I have a good backup for it. And we're going to keep going in this direction for a bit. We can kind of get screwed if we end up getting to an island and we like literally can't find resource we need anywhere. Like I've had the difficulty where it's like I can't find an island. I like searched the ocean for 2 days after the first island and didn't run to an island. And I know there's an outer ring of islands, but I like just happened to miss every single one. But that can't really happen that much now because all the stuff we have on us. We could just eat gears and we can find stuff pretty easily. Alright, so we're like venturing into this part of the ocean. I'm thinking it's somewhere around here, but just because it's got to be in the open ocean. And there's presumably some open ocean over there. We want to get there before the eruptions kind of start. If it is summer. I don't even know if it's technically summer. I don't know how this works. I don't remember what I started it. Well, I know it's summer because I'm overheating, but I don't know, like, there should be eruptions by now, I think. So the fact that there isn't is kind of confusing. Because normally you get them pretty frequently when you're on day 63. That's like midsummer. But we haven't gotten one yet. Okay. I'll loop down this way. Of course, the danger with exploring like this is we'll just somehow absolutely miss it, and then, like, there's really nothing you can do for that. Like, we'll do this whole thing, and then it turns out it was, like, in this little sliver, and we just didn't get close enough to have the screen zoom out and stuff like that. That'll happen. We hope not, but, I mean, it happens. It's the... You saw it in the caves. It's just, if you don't do an exhaustive search, you could miss some little thing. And it sucks, but that's how it is. So it's getting later in the day, so I didn't use my chilled amulet because it's really not that hot in summer in this mode. So the afternoon is pretty much good enough to cool you down. Before this spoils, we gotta eat it again. So when it's like a bar, we're gonna try and eat it. I might miss it. Because I don't... You could go by like days you've had it, but I don't know because I haven't played this in a bit. I have no idea when I actually made that. Yeah, I think the ocean should be... The volcano should be in this quadrant. Oh, not good. Just based on, you know, how this is all open ocean. It can't really be like next to an island because it has to be in the open ocean. And there's a wide berth around it where there's nothing so that your screen can like zoom up and stuff like that. It's like its own island, but... Ooh. Another one of these. Who knows, though? There's plenty of room where it could be in the rest of the worlds. So we might just have to explore a lot. And that can be kind of boring. I'll try and do some stuff to keep it less boring, but it's... That's something we're going to run into unless I'm going to fast forward every time I'm doing something boring, which I don't really want to. We're going to run into this a lot. I don't think it makes a really good gameplay if you do that. Wet ancient vase. Probably will drop that eventually because it's kind of pointless. I ain't going in this one yet. I do have so much sanity that it doesn't matter. It's always good to know where these go. Like, that's great. Now I can explore a little here and then make my way back. And of course my lantern isn't going to last forever. So eventually I'll have to find a new source for light. But thankfully in the summer the nights are so short that it's not that big a deal. I'm just kind of going north because the waves. It could be here, I guess. Nah, I don't think it is. Maybe though. The waves have been going in this direction for like 2 days now. It's kind of annoying. And I don't really have to worry about food because food is so stupidly abundant in this mode. I'd have to actually like try to run out of food. So I'm absolutely going to overheat eventually now. But I also need to get to land sometime soon to repair my boat, so. Because I don't like it being this low during summer, because that's like one volcanic rock hit range. I'm going to check right there and I'm going to double back. What we do need is we need to repair a boat. So you could go here, repair a boat. So we're going to loop like that. That's a cooldown. Unfortunately, I don't have any chest armor. I only have head armor. And I'm not fast, and I need to wear armor. So it means I'm going to have to take my umbrella off to fight. Which isn't good. Don't want to do that. But we'll manage. I do have gears. If I were to fall very low in health, I would use gears before I would die. Man, this is just a disappointing quadrant of ocean. There's like nothing going on. Ah. So annoying. Not really fast enough to ditch these guys either. If I go on land while this is happening, while they're still coming, they'll change to hounds. I don't want to do that. It's a good way to abandon them, is to just kind of get them to be hounds. Oh, this is a weird biome. Holy shit. Any butterfly I can get is gravy. Okay. Kind of lagging a little. I don't like it. It's not what I want. Right. There we go. Do I have an endothermic fire? I do. I don't really need to use this to kill these guys. Normally you just go like this. It's kind of weird when you have a backpack, because pressing 1 can, like, ruin your quick switch. But these guys are going to be really good hunger. This is going to spoil. Gotta eat it. Let me just do something real quick that I've been meaning to do lately. Unless I already did. I think it'll be easier to quick switch if it's a mouse button. Normally I would do like Q or something like that, but that's my rotate. I really got to figure out my mouse bindings at some point and like what's optimal, because I don't really play with like any specific settings. And obviously you want to play with specific settings that are good for you. This like these evil flowers kind of suck, but there's not much I can do. Well, we don't want to make a gold axe. And we'll just do this. Chop a tree down. That's good. We need more wood because we want to have wood to make fires and endothermic fires and stuff when we have to save our skin. And I'm just planting these because I'm a nice guy. I don't have to plant these. I'm never coming back here probably. And the honey will be good to eat to restore our health in a little bit. Okay. So like, right, but if you have a backpack, sometimes it puts in the backpack. Ooh, I need to rope. That might eventually become an issue because the rope can, the grass can wither during the summer. Alright, I'll wait to lose a little bit more before I do this. Oh, get out of my fucking face. I'm just gonna go. I don't want to fight these guys. Because it's... I'm not gonna get anything from them. I could get a shark fin, which is actually a pretty good item to get, because you can use those and make that helmet that makes you faster, but I can't wear it because I'm wearing my umbrella. And I would also have to go prototype it, and they spoil pretty fast. So there's a lot of reasons that I don't want one right now. And I'm kind of exploring the ocean. If I have to stop to do something like the volcano, I will kill them so they don't hurt me. But until then, I'm just going to do this. And sometimes they do that, like hounds do, and they might actually lose me when they do that. If I'm going fast enough, or they do it for long enough. Okay, I think he might have just lost me, to be honest. And then we just leave them interspersed out through the ocean, and that makes it so there's only one of them, which is really easy. It's a lot easier to kite one than two, especially with the boat. You can't like do a normal note serve where you find a road and you like run back and forth on the road. I wasn't looking at the screen, damn it. Which makes it really easy. But you can't do that here because there's no way to go faster. And the shitty thing about fighting in a boat is boats have acceleration, so it makes it kind of hard. You have to leave earlier than you think to do a kiting cycle, and then you can't like stop. You have to immediately go back. You can't like wait outside. So basically what I'm saying is you can't be like, you have to be like, you have to do that. So you have to know exactly like when to stop and come back. It's not like a big thing, but it's a thing. That makes it a little bit more difficult to kite. So, like, volcano's probably not there. But who knows? Let's keep looking for it. There's a couple other things we want to find too, so it's not like it's a huge waste of time. Because I will be doing Shipwrecked at a later point. I'll be doing like the whole thing. The whole shebang. And I'll want to know where a bunch of stuff is that I'll need for gameplay. Honestly, like hunger, sanity, chilled amulet wise, we got plenty of time to do stuff. I wasted a bunch of chilled amulet to do all that kiting stuff, but I can make another one pretty easily. I just have to go get a blue gem. Which means I'd have to go back to Rain of Giants. Obviously, the goal is not to have to go back to Rain of Giants all the time. There's an island here. A volcano. I have the hardest time finding the volcano, it seems like. Lately, I've had a really difficult time finding lots of stuff in this game. I've had lots of playthroughs where it's like, I can't find the... I'm like currently, in this one, I couldn't find the caves. He's never going to catch him. And then there's another playthrough where, I think it was the Lights Out one, where I'm trying to find the ruins, and like, you can't find them. It's just like, it gets a little... And that's one of the reasons this game is, like, I don't know. It's not that I don't like it, it's frustrating to play sometimes, and like, it's not the kind of game I want to play all the time, because like, a lot of the game is exploring, and it's not, this isn't fun gameplay right here. But it's, if I'm doing what's best for me, like right now, it's this, that's what's best. It's not going to be fun, but it's what I have to do, because I need to find the volcano. It's going to speed up my... If I find coffee, it's going to speed up the rest of everything else. So the most efficient thing right now to do is to find the volcano and get coffee plants. I mean, it could be like right there. I don't think it's right here. Who knows? I don't think it's right there either. But it can be like kind of tucked away. We're going to head over here and then go up there. I don't really like doing these zigzag patterns, but the only other way is to actually go back and forth, and try and reveal like everything. And if you're in a quadrant where you don't think it's probably here, then that is so pointless. But it's more efficient if like we end up having to discover half the map or like the whole map to find it. That way would have been more efficient. But if we happen to run into it because we're like take an educated guess like it might be here and go do it, then this is more efficient. And that might be the case. We might actually just find it. We have a pretty good shot at it. But that's like what I was saying with the caves last time. Is like if you explore every little tendril, that's so not efficient. But if it was on one of the tendrils, that would be the most efficient way. But there's no way to know that, and it usually isn't. So what do you do? Also, it's nice to move in the direction of the waves. I don't know like how close you have to be map-wise for the volcano to start extending your view. But it's way before you see the volcano. It'll start doing it. I know that for a fact. So I know we're not like missing it right here is all I'm saying. Like there's no way that that is like missing it. I mean, it could be like directly in the center right here. And that's one of those things where it's like, if it's directly in the center right here, like, does it really make sense for me to go explore that just in case that's where it is? Because it really would have to be like directly in the center of some of these splotches. You don't anticipate it to be so, like, right dab in the center. It's like when you're looking for the caves and you haven't explored like this tiny blip that literally is the size of the caves icon. You wouldn't be like, well, I have to explore that. Otherwise I won't find it. You'd be like, it's probably not there. Let's keep exploring. Like the odds of it being there. But then every now and then it is. It is there. It happened to me the other day. I could see like the edges of the icon. And in a quick glance at my map, I never noticed it. Okay, we're gonna need more bees. More boards. Which we can get, that's not bees. I thought those bees, that yellow. I don't know where there's bees. There's bees right there. It's going to be all worth it for the coffee. It doesn't seem like it now, and it seems like a really shitty episode, but it will be worth it when we get the coffee. Because the coffee is legit. Alright. Uh-oh. We only have 7 days. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to find it in time to harvest the coffee beans. And it's not like you can't harvest them, but one of the things is they have to be fertilized, or you just dig them up and get nothing. You get like twigs or whatever. So they have to be fertilized. We'll have to double back up here. And they're already fertilized in the summer, so you want to go do it in the summer. We're just going to sit here because we could explore, but this is going to save our lantern a little bit. And we have to stop it eventually anyway. It takes a little health, but I'm going to regain it back. It also gives us a ton of sanity. It helps us keep going. Self-sufficiency. Oh shit. God, I don't fucking pay attention, man. No, going the other way. So I want to be accelerating this way when a wave comes, or just dodge it. Alright, that's going to be it for this episode. I'm sorry it was a little boring. There's not much I could do besides, like, use map hacks to find it. Like, I mean, I've explored a lot. Chances are you'd find it in this, but I didn't, so tune in for the next episode. That's it for this.